let's just try it, dude. Let's see what happens. Test. Test. All right, testing. This meeting. Alright guys, just a quick update on AMC. So we're going to be looking at the bars pattern, we're going to be looking at AMC, we're going to be looking at the overall stock market. I also am going to be streaming live on Discord, as well, so you guys can check me out on there. I'll be posting links on the YouTube as well. But we're going to quickly look at AMC stock and look at GME stock, APE stock, and the meme stocks. See what's going on, see where we're at the bars pattern and everything else. Let's go ahead and pull up S&P 500. Alright, so the S&P 500, again, I was predicting earlier today, because we've seen a pump in DXY, that the S&P 500 could see a pullback. We also seen Bitcoin hit 31,000, which I did predict about 2 to 3 weeks ago that Bitcoin would hit 31,000 per coin. So it did hit that price target. It is kind of making a bull flag right now, so we have to see if it breaks these key levels or not. If it's going to push down to the downside, this could be a possible nasty double top or triple or a head and shoulders. So this would be your shoulder, this would be your head, and this would be your shoulder, bringing us back down to this $30,000 level. But if we remain in that $30,000 level and stay above $30,000 to $28,000, Bitcoin could remain bullish all the way up to like $42,000, even $50,000. There's a bigger macro pattern here at play that we are looking at. Let's go ahead and look at the S&P 500 real quick and see what's going on at the S&P 500. But there's a bigger pattern at play on Bitcoin. It's a huge, massive falling wedge, one of the nastiest falling wedges we have ever seen right here. As you guys can see, classic falling wedge, breakout to the upside. Then we had this consolidation, and now we're moving to the upside, and it's going to be an uptrend for quite some time for Bitcoin. It could be a nice bull run up to like 50,000 and then come back down, retest the base, and then move up. But I'm expecting a bull run into the halvings. Let's go ahead and check out the S&P 500 and look at DXY real quick. Hold on, let me find DXY. All right, so US dollar was absolutely dumping. Anytime the US dollar, if you don't know, goes to the downside, you're going to see upside on stocks and risk assets. So what happened is the dollar has recently been dumping in a downtrend and was absolutely capitulating down here to about 100. Now, when the dollar gets under 100, normally that also starts a Bitcoin bear run, but it could be a bull run for assets as well, like stocks and crypto and risk assets of that nature. But What you're looking at now is the DXY getting a little bit of a pump, and we are seeing that interact with Bitcoin as Bitcoin start to pull back and the S&P 500 pulls back. We're going to quickly look at the S&P 500, then I'm going to check out AMC. Stay safe, make yeah, that's my boy right there. Have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. Yeah, we gotta make that a famous catchphrase. Alright, let me fix this real quick and then we will continue with the update. And then I'm also going to be dropping a couple videos today on the S&P 500, Bitcoin, all of that stuff. But I wanted to do a quick update on the bars pattern, where we're at with AMC, all of that stuff. Update you guys live, let you guys know what's going on that. I'm also on the Discord trading if you guys want to check that out as well. I'll leave that link after this live is over. I'll link it down in the description. Also, you guys can check out my videos. Each of my videos has a link on my Discord. But I'm in there trading, and I will be going live on the Discord as well. So if you're interested in day trading or just learning about AMC or stocks, crypto, all of that stuff, you can check it out there. See if I can get a link for it real quick and post it up. Alright, so the link is in the description. And I'm going to post it in the chat as well. Alright, and then back to the update. I do apologize. So again, DXY is absolutely dumping, seeing downside. The S&P 500 was absolutely bullish. PPI data came out. PPI was looking good, and then we had this bullish move to the upside, as you guys can see. But now we're seeing a little bit of a doji. But my thesis on the S&P 500, where I think we're at on the S&P 500, where I think everything is going, is that we're going to have a slight bit of a bull run. Maybe we'll come back down to this 395 level, but I think we're going to be in a slight bit of a bull run, stay in this rising wedge, accumulate to the upside, and then maybe test these bottom sides and these bottom lows down here to the downside. So I do think the S&P 500 is going to see a little bit of sideways top, or basically in a slight uptrend until we test these lows again. But I think that we could be getting bullish momentum on the S&P 500. Why? Because if you go ahead and look at the bigger time frames and the bigger picture of things, you guys can see that we have green weekly MACD, and it does look like we also broke out of this downtrend, macro downtrend. So you guys can see this huge downtrend, sloping downtrend that has been in play for about a year now. We broke out of that, tested it, broke to the upside, and now it looks like we are moving to the upside, and we do have green bullish MACD, and we also have the Bollinger Bands constricting on the weekly time frame, letting us know that volatility is coming for the S&P 500. Whether that's to the up or downside is yet to be seen, but that's why I'm saying we're going to be accumulating and then making a major move either up or down. Right now I am predicting down, so you guys can see where I have the trend line and everything right there. Let's go ahead and check out AMC, see what we're looking at on AMC, see what's popping with AMC. I'm also going to pull up the chat on my phone so I got to see that real quick. Right, let's go ahead and check out AMC stock and see where we're at with AMC stock. So again, AMC, I did call for this little bit of pullback. Let's go ahead and see what the bars pattern is saying right now. So as you guys can see, bars pattern is playing out candle for candle. This has been playing out for several days now. 1, 2. Let's go ahead and put on daily candles and see how many days is. It's a little bit distorted on a daily time frame, I do believe. Let's go ahead and check. But it's been about 7 days. It's been about 7 days that this has been playing out, and as you guys can see, this easily determined the bottom being about $3.76, $3.65, around that region. Then it determined this big push to the upside, and now it is saying we're probably going to be topping out, retesting these lows here at $4.80, $5 in that range, about the $4.80, $5.20 range, accumulating in this bull pennant type shape, and then absolutely massively ripping to the upside. So this is playing out candle for candle so far. It is calling for pullback on AMC. If this were to continue to play out, we're going to see AMC. So we're going to see AMC, which I haven't marked on the smaller time frames, I do believe. Let's go ahead and check. Let's go ahead and zoom in. I'll clean up my chart a little bit so you guys can see. Let's go ahead and zoom in and check out what we're looking at here. Yeah, so APE is, I'm going to go to APE in a second. I'll go to APE in a second. Hold on, let me clean up the charts. This is a mess right now. I do apologize. Alright, so this is basically what I'm predicting for AMC. This could be the top out right here that we're looking at. I was expecting maybe a little bit more push to the upside, a break off the pennant. Now, again, the day is not over, and we also have tomorrow, so we could see a little bit of push up tomorrow, and then I'm thinking that we're going to see pullback. So if the bars pattern is playing out, we're either going to see this start to push up just a little bit more. It looks like this is it right here. This would be the drop. This would be that pump. We'd come back down to here. So let me go ahead and readjust this, be a little bit more accurate. So we're probably going to be heading to the downside. Probably going to be heading to the downside and then reaccumulating, and then heading to the upside. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and check out APE. Alright, so APE is very interesting. I pointed this out in my video yesterday about APE. Again, guys, if you're interested in day trading or just learning about stocks, check out my Discord. I go live there all the time. It's a lot better quality as well. A lot cleaner stream, all of that good stuff. But I like interacting on YouTube because we can talk, but we can do that on Discord as well. So make sure you guys check that out. But yeah, the Bollinger Bands on APE. So if you go to APE, put the Bollinger Bands on and go to the daily time frame, you guys can see that they are constricting, getting very, very tight. And APE is in an uptrend after breaking out of this falling wedge. So this is huge right here. This is a huge falling wedge. This is a several day pattern. Okay, so this is huge right here. This is a bullish continuation pattern. So that means that this uptrend is going to continue. So that means this uptrend that APE is in went into this falling wedge, which is a bullish continuation pattern, and now look what it's in, another uptrend. It is going to be retesting these highs of $2 and possibly $3.36. It's just when. Now, APE is also consolidating on an uptrend, and the Bollinger Band's getting very, very tight. Green weekly MACD. I guarantee you APE is setting up for a nice move to the upside. And what's really cool about this and everything right now, so if you go to GME, if you go ahead and look at GME, I don't know if you guys hold GME or not, but I'm interested in all the stocks that I talk about. But if you look at GME, so GME has this bull flag that consolidated after this. So GME had earnings, had this nice pop to the upside, went into a bull flag, stayed above the gap fill, which is bullish as all heck. Then we go ahead and go to the weekly time frame, the bigger time frames, the bigger picture, what you really want to look at. You guys can see that we are consolidating in one of the nastiest falling wedges that we have ever seen. This thing is absolutely ridiculous. Massive boom boom candles after this. If you guys know what you're looking for, if we went and go ahead and take the high to the low and go ahead and get the pull for that, you guys could see that it will take you at or near all-time highs for GME. So just basic technical analysis. You want to take the high from the low, and then that will give you your pull, and then that will tell you how much gains you could possibly see from the breakout of your falling wedge. So you go ahead and take that, and then that will give you your gains. Oh, let me go ahead and escape. But right now it's consolidating in this falling wedge, and then also Bollinger Bands getting very, very tight on the weekly time frame and on the minor time frames, building this bull flag, telling us that, look at this, look how perfect textbook this is. It's insane, the breakout that's about to happen. So you're having this bull flag consolidate, break out of the bull flag. It's going to test this upper resistance right here, and if it gets past that, let's see, so it'd be at about 26, 27, $30, around that $28, $30 range. If it gets above this trend line, breaks out and retests it, GME is going to absolutely take off. And AMC is setting up for something similar, because AMC has also been in a huge, massive falling wedge since the breakout, and we also had a breakout. Now look what's happening on the weekly time frames, and I already have the poll set up for you guys. As you guys can see, I already took the poll and set it up, and it puts you at or near around all-time highs for AMC. So the breakout is definitely imminent. We also have short interest at all-time highs, so that is also interesting as well. Now we are seeing cost of borrow come down slightly, which is kind of peculiar because AMC is on the failure to deliver. It's on the threshold security list. So if we go ahead and put up the threshold security list, you guys will see that AMC is still on the threshold security list. So we all know that they have synthetic shares and everything, and a lot of people say the threshold security list doesn't matter, but it does matter because it brings attention to the shorts. It brings a spotlight to the shorts, because stocks on this list are stocks that are being naked shorted. So while all the eyes are on it and the judge is on it and it's on the threshold security list, we want all of this spotlight on AMC, and it being on the threshold security list, the judge seeing all the corruption, all that stuff is bullish in my personal opinion. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out, so cost of borrow, again, coming down slightly. They're using them synthetic fake shares to get the fake shares and short that down. But this, again, could put pressure on the stock. They had 1 million shares available to borrow as of this morning, 1.1 mil. And as you guys can see, they're using them now, 350,000 shares available to borrow, so they're using them right now. This is why I like this website here at Fintel, because go ahead and refresh it, but it gives you hour by hour updates, and you can literally see them use the shares to short the stock down. So look, they used all them shares right there, used about 750,000 shares right now to get this price action that we're seeing. So let's go ahead and zoom in and see what we're seeing with AMC. But look, see, this is the bullish thing that's happening right now. So this is the short. So we got the breakout of this wedge right here. And this is why people say, they're like, technical analysis don't work, especially for AMC. But if you know what you're looking at and you've been studying AMC long enough, you know what to look for. So we had the breakout of this pennant right here, which is a bullish breakout. So they seen that. They knew we were getting bullish momentum. They knew they had to bring us down. So what they do, they get some shares to short. Now we start running up pre-market and start getting all that bullish momentum. Oh no, they see that. So what do? They get them shares to short. And we can see as of 3 hours ago, just when the market started, they started using them shares up. Okay, so now we have all this bullish momentum. Now they're using them shares up, but look where we're at. 550 support and resistance, holding support and resistance at this key critical level of support. So it is bullish for AMC. The fact that they can only bring it down so much, and the cost of borrow rates is always helping us. When they go higher and higher, it makes it harder for them to get shares available to do things like this, what you see right here. But this is real life manipulation. This is manipulation in live time. Yeah, AA is lending them shares for sure, dog. AA is definitely lending them shares out. Alright, let me see where we're at. I also wanted to update. So basically, I updated you guys on the meme stocks. I wanted to update you guys on the meme stocks, basically letting you know that they are all setting up for now we have to be patient. This is like a several day move. We're like 8 days away. But the meme stocks are setting up for a parabolic movement. So as you guys can see, Bollinger Bands constricting and GME consolidating in this huge, massive falling wedge. So, and then we go to 8. On the on the weekly time frame, first of all, we have green weekly MACD, and then on the daily time frame, we have Bollinger Bands constricting, getting super tight after a breakout of a falling wedge and a uptrend consolidation with bullish MACD on the daily time frame. APE setting up for a big move. We also have AMC. So we go to AMC, and this is if you guys know about this stuff, obviously you've been into play. You guys know that all the same hedge funds are short all the same stocks. So that's why I think that all of these stocks are about to run together. BBBY could be incorporated in that, but I mainly focus on AMC, APE, and GME in my personal opinion. Now, if you look on the weekly time frame, we have Bollinger Bands constricting. You guys know, you see my videos. Bollinger Bands constricting, green weekly MACD, and then we are setting up for a parabolic move on AMC, and we have the bars pattern playing out candle for candle that has been playing out candle for candle for about 7 days now, and it's telling us we're about 8 days away from a massive move to the upside, not financial advice. So it put us at about 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, about 8 to 10 days away. So if you do the math, it's right around the 24th, which is kind of crazy. So all of this stuff is lining up, not financial advice. You could take it for what it is. I mean, all-time highs on short interest for AMC. So we have all-time high short interest, higher than when it ran up to all-time highs. We have cost to borrow rate skyrocketing, staying above 200%, which is absolutely going crazy. We have AMC back on the threshold security list, shining a spotlight on the naked shorts. We have the judge and the court ruling. We have AMC's fundamentals improving as they are breaking records constantly. And we have this bar pattern showing us we're on a move, a parabolic move. And we have all the meme stocks technical analysis showing that a parabolic move is coming. So take it for what you want, but me personally, I'm convinced. I'm 100% convinced that we are close, and I've been in this play for a minute now, and studying it and seeing how everything that people have said would come to fruition came to fruition is absolutely insane. It's been an incredible journey, I'll tell you that. And if you guys get tired of the play, you know what? Make some day trades, man. I'm telling you, make some day trades and get some money on the side. AMC's been paying me faithfully. AMC's been paying me faithfully. All those runs that you guys seen, paydays. That's all been paydays. And what you do with that, you take your profit and you put it back into AMC. So every time they run it up and we're about to squeeze, and then they short it down and they hold it down, you know what? Good. That gives me more ammo later so I can buy more loss tickets with all the profit I just made, so I can screw you guys even more down the long run. That's what I do with my profit. I put it back into AMC. So, and if APE's got money, that's good for me. You know what I mean? If APE's got money, that's what I'm saying. You know. What's up, Whimsy Chick? Alright, so APE is pushing up to that 160 level, Again, the bands are at about that 160 level. APE is, look how tight the bands are on the 4 hour. APE's about to make a crazy move. Hold on, guys, I gotta get some water, hold on. Alright, I am back. I do apologize. I had to get some water. Talking a lot makes your mouth dry. I'll tell you that. Alright, and again, I do go live on the Discord. It is a lot better quality. I'm working on everything, getting set up. I just moved to a new location, so I'm working on getting everything set up nice and neat and proper how I had it in my last studio. But we are getting that worked up, so that will be done soon. I do apologize for the noise and the bad quality of the stream. So you can check me out on Discord. We're on there trading, talking about stocks, AMC, all day long posting information. There's several people there that post information, not just me, so there's plenty of news updates if you like stocks, cryptocurrency, and things of that nature. Let's go ahead and zoom in on AMC, see where we're at on AMC. Alright, so again, in real time, you guys are watching them use these shorts to short AMC down. And again, also, what did the bars pattern call for? Downside. So again, on track, we are watching this in real time. Remember how I explained when they load up on these short sales, they seen us getting bullish momentum to the upside when we were breaking out of this pennant. Seen us get bullish momentum. They got to stop that. They got to hold us down. So they start using them shares, dumping it down. And we have a considerable pullback on the bars pattern to about 480, that 485.20 region, consolidate in there in a bull pattern type flag, and then absolutely take off about 7 to 10 days from now, roughly. And that's what I'm looking at. Again, you guys can see what it is for yourselves. All-time high short interest, higher than we ran up. All the meme stocks setting up for a massive parabolic move. We also have AMC back on the threshold security list, signing a spotlight on the corruption. But hopefully the letters get to the judge and we will be able to actually make a difference here. Also, that reverse split, I don't know what you guys think about the reverse split, but the reverse split is a Moas killer. Like, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. Like, you guys can have whatever opinion you want, and that's cool with me. I'm all about free discussion, and I'm up for anyone trying to tell me why the reverse split is good. But that reverse split will erase all of these FTDs. It will allow shorts to cover. Like, no, nope. The reverse split's a Moas killer. I need all the apes to know that, because we got to make sure that reverse split don't go through. Alright, where are we at? Yeah, you guys can see the uptick in FTDs. We also have failure to deliver due. Let's see. Yeah, so new FTD data came out. So FTDs due 414, 413, 412, all this month. So this is the previous. So yeah, we're still waiting on the current data past the 14th. I hate how the data lags. Let's go ahead and check out our trade on Apple, see how Apple's doing. So Apple is seeing a pullback right now. I do currently have a trade in Apple, and I said if it broke that, I probably hit my stop loss already. If it broke that 165 level, I wanted to pull out. I got in at 163 yesterday. After it broke out of this, we'll go ahead and check out the pattern. I'll show you guys here. So Apple got some news yesterday, basically seeing this squeeze type move where it broke outside of the bands, used the bands as support, then started to consolidate, which is probably still bullish for a move to the upside. But as a trader, you want to make your money get in and out. So as you guys can see, it was in this micro downtrend. As you guys can see, consolidating downwards, broke above it, so that's when I got in. And then I already had a trade from before, from 150 up until this level here, but that's besides the point. So I got back in, sold, got back in here, and now I sold up about this range up here. Now it probably is bullish for another move to the upside. You guys can see that the Bollinger Bands are constricting, and it is bullishly consolidating above these levels here after making a significant move to the upside. And also on the bigger time frames, it's flashing a lot of bullish signals. So that is Apple APE or AAPL stuff. AMC still seeing that downside. AMC still seeing that downside. Again, the bars pattern calling for some pullback. So do not be surprised if we see that pullback. Also, this is a possible double top type scenario right here. We were getting a lot of bullish momentum and almost had this nice push to the upside. So we will see if this pennant does play out. Again, this could happen throughout the day. We will see if that plays out. We could have one more push to the upside to maybe the $586 region. But again, the bars pattern and the technical analysis is saying that this move is starting to lose some momentum. If we go ahead and put on the alligator, so I'll go ahead and show you guys what you guys can use for a momentum indicator. Go ahead and pop on the alligator, and this is a great tool, especially in the hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, and daily time frame. This will tell you how much momentum a move has. So go ahead and put it on a 2 hour, just for example. And as you guys can see, so when the move has a lot of momentum, the bands are far apart and they have a lot of width in between them. The green band is bullish, the blue band is bearish. And as you guys can see, we have the green band still on top, telling us this move is still potentially bullish, and we might have one more push to the upside, or we could potentially just absolutely launch. I'm not saying the bars pattern is absolutely have to play out, but it's been playing out for 8 days now, so if it continues to play out, it is calling for pullback. But right now we are seeing a little bit of the weakening. We are seeing MACD on the 2 hour time frame go to the bearish side, but it's starting to get a bullish cross to the bullish side, and it looks like we are starting to build possible bullish momentum to the upside for a pop to the upside. So let's go ahead and see and dive in and see what we're looking at here. So again, on the 4 hour time frame, looking extremely bullish. We do have the bearish wave of the MACD, but it looks like we could cross bullish at any moment on the 4 hour time frame, which is extremely bullish in my personal opinion. This move could consolidate in this range, with the technical analysis is telling me, and see another pop to the upside. So we could see that play out. So we're going to see what happens. Again, if the bars pattern were to fail, what I'd be looking at for the squeeze levels, so levels that we have to get past to absolutely take off. I call it the golden zone right here. The golden zone between $8 and $12. Why do I pick that zone? Because if you look on the bigger time frames, there is little support and resistance. And if you look at the history of AMC, every time we get above $8 to $12, it used to be about $20 to $25 before the price change. But anytime you get above $8 to $12, you see massive parabolic action to the upside. As you guys can see here, it was major resistance here, but once we got above it here, we ripped to the upside. Once we got above it here, we ripped to the upside. And once we got it here, we had another nice push to the upside until we met overall macro resistance. So now that we broke out of that macro resistance, and we have the golden pocket right here, if we get above that, I expect to see parabolic action for AMC, and that happens to line up perfectly with the bars pattern support and resistance. As you guys can see, it will take us to above that golden zone of $8 to $12 and actually consolidate above it. And I pulled this from 2020, so I pulled this from 2020, the 2020 run up. Let's go ahead and put the daily candle on real quick. I pulled this from the 2020 run up. So what I'm trying to say is that I put it from this run up here, the double bottom here. So that means that we could consolidate up and have another massive move if this plays out any type of similarity. Again, it's been playing out for 8 days. And look, it takes us right above that golden pocket, consolidates, and then we could see a move above it. So the play out after that would be the move above it. I should pull the whole fractal. It doesn't, I tried, but it doesn't fit on the screen. Like, so this run up after this takes us into the hundreds. It doesn't, like, because the price action trading view doesn't, because it's not real price action trading view doesn't adjust the chart. So it's literally off the chart. But as you guys can see, the level would be, so the run up would start to curl up above that golden pocket, use it as support and resistance. And that's what's so crazy about these fractals. Play out and then push to the upside for another push to the upside, which would be absolutely incredible. Alright, let's go ahead and see what AMC is doing. Again, fractal pulling for that perfectly calling the top, calling for the pullback, and we're seeing that pullback right now. Let's go ahead and zoom in on the bars pattern and see what it's saying. And then we're going to go ahead and check out the technical analysis. Again, technical analysis also saying a pullback. Alright, so don't be surprised if we come down to that 480, even 460, 462 at the low, at the very low. Do not be surprised, guys, if we see a big down candle. But that is actually, so I know it sounds dumb, but if we see a big down candle and it wicks to like 472, if it wicks down to here perfectly, and we see that, yo, what if we seen it live? Yo, that would be crazy. But like, so if you see that and it wicks down and it starts to play out perfectly, guys, this is confirmation that this is about to happen. if we see it push down. Let's go ahead and see where we're at now. 480. So AMC currently at $5.46. APE at $1.59. GME at $22.71. Bed Bath & Beyond at 24 cents. GME looking pretty good for a breakout to the upside. They're really putting a lot of pressure on AMC right now. As you guys can see, GME broke out of this bull flag, which is very bullish in my personal opinion. We broke out of it, retested it, and is now on an uptrend. If we go ahead and take the alligator off so you guys can get a little bit more cleaner picture. I'm also going to put the Hakanashi style candles on so you guys can see price action with volume instead of regular price candles. I like to use these candles because it's a lot easier to identify up and down trends with Hakanashi style candles. Just a little pro tip for you guys. But as you guys can see, we had the breakout of the falling wedge and we tapped it, which is what you exactly want to see. And now we are moving to the upside. GME is also flashing bullish signals on the super trend. So if you go ahead and pop on the super trend, you guys will see that it's flashing bullish signals on the 4-hour time frame and the daily time frame. Which is extremely bullish, an indication of larger movements to the upside. As you guys can see, we have that buy signal on the daily, on the 4-hour. And let's go ahead and pop on the daily time frame and check out what we're looking at there. As you guys can see, buy signal on the daily time frame as well. Also break out of this bull flag, extremely bullish to push us up to this upper trend line. And if we break above that upper trend line on GME, you can see parabolic action. Again, they are shorting AMC down right now. The barge pattern is calling for us to have a pull back to the downside, consolidate, and then absolutely rip to the upside. So that's what we're looking at. If we look at the short interest right now and what they're doing, go ahead and refresh it. This is FinTel, right? This is information from FinTel, so we'll go ahead and check that out. I like this because it tells you in real time how many short shares are being used. So as of 2 hours ago, they used about 700 maybe 650,000 shares available to borrow. They had 1.1 mil, and now they are down to about 350 each, 350K each. So they did use those shares to get this price action for AMC that you see in the last couple hours. We were breaking out of this bullish pennant. As you guys can see, we had this bull pennant breakout. They wanted to stop that momentum and short us down and bring us back inside the pennant, and that's exactly what they did. But the fractal is playing out, and we know that time is on our side, and we could see a massive move here shortly, especially if we see this big down day like this is saying. Like if we see this big down candle live, like that would be crazy. And I know it sounds dumb, but like I said, would actually be confirmation that this is continuing to play out candle for candle. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It really looks like it's about to play out. That's what's crazy. So let's go ahead and check out APE. GME looking really nice. GME looking nice for a push up to the upside. Yeah, GME looking really nice. APE as well, man. APE is surprisingly looking. Well, I don't want to say surprisingly. That sounds dumb, but APE is normally I say surprisingly because it's been consolidating sideways, basically barcoding. But again, we have this breakout of this falling wedge. So this is a bullish continuation pattern, a falling wedge. As you guys can see, we have this movement to the upside, this uptrend. Then we consolidate in a bullish continuation pattern, telling us that the uptrend is going to continue. So we have this falling wedge, a several-day falling wedge, break out of it, retested it, and now we are moving to the upside as expected. Now, if we go ahead and put on the Bollinger Bands so we can get a little bit more cleaner picture and indication of what's going to happen next. The Bollinger Bands can tell you a little bit of secret about a stock. It tells us volatility is coming because the bands are getting very, very tight with this consolidation, telling us that volatility is coming. Now, it doesn't tell you which way it's going to be, but you can use indications like the MACD and this uptrend, so you guys can see this uptrend here. You can use that as an indication that's probably going to be to the upside. You can also use this medium line. Again, these are not 100% things, but you can use this blue medium line, which is the 20 moving average. If it's above or below that, that might determine which way the move's going to be when the bands get tight. And you can also use the MACD, and when you use all three of these things, so the uptrend, the medium line, and the MACD as confluence and confirmation. So you guys have to use confirmation on stocks. That allows you to know that you're on the right track when the same thing is telling you the same thing over and over again. That's how you get these moves. That's how you get these predictions, and that's how you be so accurate on the technical analysis. And some people call it voodoo, some people call it magic, some people say it doesn't exist. But think about it. If you use statistics and data and analyze it to get statistics from it to achieve a better statistical chance of your outcome, that is just common sense in my personal opinion. So the correction is your technical analysis doesn't work. Mine works just fine. Cup and handle, cup and handle. What are you talking about, Lady Nora? Cup and handle on what stock? Alright, where we at? Drop some rockets in the chat for AMC, yo. Drop some rockets in the chat, y'all. Drop some rockets in the chat for AMC. If you wanna see the bars pattern play out, drop some rockets in the chat. If you wanna see this bars pattern play out and you wanna see us move past $8, $10, $12, drop rockets in the chat. Alright, let's see where we're at. 8, so I don't really see a cup and handle. This is APE. I'm looking at APE, APE stock right now. I don't really see. Oh, I see what you're looking at. I see it right here. Hold on, let me put on regular stock candles. So yes, Lady Nora, this would be a cup and handle. Nice call on that. So we'll go ahead and here, we'll even do this like a little education session right now for people that don't know. Maybe you guys know, maybe you don't, I don't know, but people have been asking me about just teaching stuff and stuff like that, so I'm going to do that. Alright, so cup and handle, this is perfect right here. This is a cup and handle. You want to use your support and resistance. Your support and resistance line is everything on the cup and handle. So as you guys can see, you have to have just a solid support and resistance. So let's go ahead and zoom in on 8 and see what we're looking at here. And if we zoom in and we could take, let's go ahead and just borrow one of these lines and it will give us our support and resistance. So this is our support and resistance line. I'll make it a different color so you guys can see it and then make it better. But yeah, that's our support and resistance line. Oh, orange. Let's make it a different color than the trend line. Alright, so yeah, this would be your support and resistance line. Here's your cup. And now it's working on your handle. And normally when you have these cup and handle patterns and you have this uptrend like that, that is absolutely perfect. So yes, Lady Nora, and that would actually, I'm glad you called this out live on stream because this is actually calling for the move. So this would actually predict the move that I'm thinking is coming, because if you look, I'm calling for an explosive pop to the upside. And what does a cup and handle call for? A nice move to the upside after retesting that resistance level. So we'll see a pop to the upside on APE, I'm guaranteed it. That's why the Bollinger Bands are constricting. We'll push up to the upside and then pop to the upside, retesting the $2.50, $2 range. Putting that prediction in the books. You guys heard it here first. $2, $2.50 coming for APE in the near future. And that would also correlate with the move with AMC. It would take several days. This is on daily candles. So this would take several days to play out, as it would have to push up to here, then pop to the upside, retest that resistance line, and then pop to the upside there. So that would take several days. And then also what we're looking at on bars pattern for AMC to break out would take several days. And then also on GME, what we're looking at on GME, for GME to break out, on the breakout on all three of these stocks, which I think is coming. I know it sounds crazy, but this is my personal theory. That's what I think. I think a breakout is coming for GME, APE, and AMC. As you guys can see, GME also working on the Bollinger Bands constricting, breaking out of this bull flag, then we test that top, and then, as I explained earlier in the stream, break out to the upside. Rockets in the chat, rockets in the chat, rockets in the chat. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Timothy. I appreciate that. Thank you, George. Thank you, George. Said best YouTuber for real, dog. Yeah, you already know, bro. You already know. I really do appreciate it. I really do. Alright, so now Lady Nora pointed out the cup and handle live on stream, which correlates, and again, confirmation. Confirmation is what we need. Several things telling you the same thing. That's why my predictions are so accurate. because I used confirmation and confluence. Lady Nora pointed out right on stream that we had this cup and handle that I somehow did not see, but I'm glad I see it now. Bollinger Bands constricting, telling us that volatility is coming. It's going to be to the upside, and now we have another technical pattern confirming that as well. Besides this uptrend, we have a cup and handle formation as well, confirming that APE's about to break to the upside. Again, we have the bars pattern playing out candle for candle, and we are watching in real time as this drop comes in, and we'll probably come back down to the 460 range, 480 range, and then consolidate in this bullish type pennant before taking off to the upside. And we are watching in real time as they short the stock down and manipulate the stock to the downside, as they had 1.1 million shares available to borrow and now only have 350,000 shares available to borrow. This is how you can do technical analysis as well, because you take the fundamental data and you take the technical analysis. I don't just rely on technical analysis. My style of data, or my style of analysis, is just overall data analysis. I'm really coming up with a new name for this, because I take fundamental data, technical analysis, and then news analysis, combine it all together to get a clear picture of what's going on in the markets. I also take market sentiment as well and put it all together. I'm trying to make up a new name for this and really, brand it, like this is data zero style of analysis, and it's always right. Alright, so go ahead and check out the crypto fear and greed. Again, you guys got to buy in fear and sell in the greed. So again, crypto bull run, like I said, is coming. And if you look at the stock market as well, if you look at the fear and greed index on the stock market moving towards greed, again, when it gets in this extreme greed area, this is when you, like, long term, when you want to be taking risk off the table, and you want to be buying when it's fear and people were absolutely losing their mind, which is about 3-4 weeks ago. I do think the S&P 500, let's go ahead and check out the S&P 500 real quick, and then we'll go back to AMC and APE. Also check in on Bitcoin real quick. So I did predict Bitcoin would hit that 31K mark, and it did absolutely hit the 31K mark. I told you this about 2 weeks ago, guys, that Bitcoin, 2-3 weeks ago, that Bitcoin was going to go on a run. I'm also looking for Bitcoin to look and probably break maybe 42 to 50,000. It might have some pullback now, but overall, after it's breaking out of this huge macro downtrend, breaking to the upside, we had the breakout of this. So let's go ahead and zoom out so you guys can see. We had a breakout of this falling wedge. As you guys can see, we had this falling wedge here, which is a 2-year accumulation pattern, bullish continuation pattern, telling us it's going to continue to the upside. We had it consolidate inside of that, break out of it perfectly, and retest it. This is classic falling wedge, so you guys can go ahead and check that out for yourself. Go ahead and put on the falling wedge pattern. Again, I know some of you guys are educated. I'm not trying to insult you guys, but some of you guys did ask me to put educational stuff in the videos, and I do want to do that. I do enjoy doing that, so I will do that. But let's go ahead and look at the images for a falling wedge, so you guys can see that we had a classic falling wedge on Bitcoin right here. So yeah, as you guys can see, classic falling wedge. Look, right here's the Bitcoin. Oh, that's not the wedge. Yeah, that's not the wedge. But it's similar to what I'm tracking. That's crazy. But yeah, you guys want to see a retest, and it's not, these images aren't showing the retest. Right here, you want to see the retest every time. You want to see the retest of that top trend line to confirm the breakout. You don't want to just see the breakout. You want to see the retest, and that confirms it. Again, confirmation, very, very important in these asset classes. But if you go ahead and put on the weekly time frame as well, and go ahead and put on the super trend, you guys can see that we have a buy signal on the super trend on the weekly time frame with weekly MACD, and that's telling us a big move is coming for these asset classes. The last time we had these buy signals was when we ran up from 28K to 69K, and when we ran from like 4K to 64K, the legendary bull run. So you guys can take it for what you want. You guys can say technical analysis doesn't work, but there is a reason why I'm able to predict these levels using simple indicators and support and resistances. So as you guys can see, Ethereum as well, pushing to the upside. Last time we had this buy signal on Ethereum, we had this buy signal here. As you guys can see, we have this run up here and this run up here, and what's happening right now, weekly MACD, one confirmation, second confirmation, buy signal on the super trend, And we also have the third confirmation, this breakout of this technical pattern here, telling us that Ethereum is going to make a nice move to the upside. And what's happening? Ethereum is constantly moving to the upside. These are the big macro patterns. These are the bigger pictures. This is how you catch the huge life-changing gains. And on the macro picture on AMC is that falling wedge breakout that we're looking at, which is very, very critical right now. As you guys can see, we had the breakout of the falling wedge, the retest of it, and now we are moving to the upside. Again, you know, you guys can take it for a grain of salt, but I do believe that these so hits under $5. Yeah, so not financial advice, yo, not financial advice, dog. You see where the levels at. Look, I'm not saying nothing. You guys see where the levels are at. Hey, look, and look, it's playing out perfectly, man. We're seeing that down wick right now. We're seeing that down candle right now. As we speak live on here, this is playing out candle for candle. This has been playing out for 8 days. This is the 9th day. And if we see this drop, it is basically confirmation that this thing's going to play out. Look, it's playing out live. Bars pattern playing out live, guys. Wait till the rip comes. Wait till the rip comes, yo. I'm gonna be doing a watch party. I'll be doing a watch party in the Discord or on Twitter. I'm trying to get it set up again. I just moved to a new location. I'm trying to get the studio set up. So I'll be streaming on Discord, YouTube, all of that stuff. Again, Discord, I have a lot better quality streams right now, so make sure you guys check that out. I put that on there. I talk about trades. We talk about AMC all day long. I have other people in there. They post stuff, add value to the Discord. So we have lots of information for you guys to check out on the Discord. I have it linked in the comment section. I posted it in the chat. I had it linked in the description, and I'll link it in the comment section once the chat is, or once the stream is over. Drop them rockets in the chat. Drop them rockets in the chat. Yes, I can go over Shib. Yeah, if you guys want me to check any tickers, go ahead and list what tickers you want me to check. Also, drop them rockets in the chat. Drop them rockets in the chat. Press like, yes, press like. Please press like. Press like, drop rockets, all that good stuff. Please and thank you. I do appreciate it. Right now, we have the bars pattern playing out right now. AMC 539. AMC 539. Let's go ahead and check out Shiba Inu. We have a request for Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu. Let's go ahead and check out Shiba Inu. Let's see. Shiba. Let's see where we're at. Shiba Inu. My bad. It's on here somewhere. I promise. I swear to God. I swear. All right. Where we at? It's in my crypto. I got too many tickers. Too many. I love the markets. Like I want to know everything. All right. Shiba Inu. Okay. So this is the first time I'm looking at Shiba Inu in a while, guys. We have a request for the Shiba Inu. We're going to be looking at Shiba Inu. Yes, drop them rockets in the chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. Press like. All right, so we're checking out Shiba Inu right now. All right, so Shiba Inu on the big macro time frame. We have the breakout of this huge downtrend. So this downtrend is called a pattern called a bump and go pattern. I'm not just making this up. This is a real pattern. I'll try to find it. Bump and go. Yeah, right? Pattern. Yeah, let's add that bullish. Add that bullish pattern. Alright, so this is not the pattern. This is not the pattern. Yeah, there's right here, look. So this downtrend, once you break the downtrend, it's a severe uptrend. So once you break the downtrend on this bump and go pattern, it's a severe uptrend. Now look what she did. Broke the downtrend. It's a huge downtrend. Broke it, popped to the upside, and now it's going to be trending to the upside, along with the cryptocurrency market. So the thing that's going to happen with altcoins, I don't know if you guys are into cryptocurrency or not, but the thing about altcoins is that there's something called Bitcoin dominance. So when Bitcoin dominance goes up, that means Bitcoin is going to be making the moves first. Once Bitcoin starts to run up to like 40, 50K and all the hype goes into the market, that's when altcoin season is going to happen. Now they're all altcoins making gains right now, but the altcoin season is going to be when AMC or when Bitcoin starts to really take off and bring money into the market. But Shiba Inu is like a sleeping giant right now. Not financial advice, and I always say invest in the top 100 cryptocurrencies. Don't try these risky coins. Shiba Inu is a meme coin. There is some utility, but the gains off of it can be real if you know what you're doing. Not financial advice. So right now we have the buy signal on the weekly time frame. We have another confirmation with the breakout of the bump and go pattern telling us an uptrend is coming. We also have green weekly MACD. These are all macro pictures, all bigger pictures telling us a bigger move is coming, and the Bitcoin bull run is coming, or a nice move for Bitcoin up to 40 or 50,000 in my personal opinion, before we start to pull back before the halving and then see a massive run to possibly 80 or 100K in my personal opinion. But that is all happening. So Shiba Inu looking good on the charts technically. Weekly time frame, daily time frame, probably some consolidation, maybe some pullback before we take off on anything, see anything major, any pop to the upside. Let's go ahead and check out what we're looking at on the Bollinger Bands. See if the Bollinger Bands have anything to tell us. On the 4 hour, we'll do the 4 hour and we'll do the daily time frame. Again, if you guys have any tickers you want me to look at, go ahead and list them in the chats. I'll check them out. Doge, you want me to check out Doge? I'll check out Doge. I'll look at Doge. So Bollinger Bands on the daily time frame consolidating. Alright, so this is bullish, it's consolidating in an upwards trend, and we have it above the blue medium line MACD. So a move could be coming here. You know, a move, it could have some consolidation, maybe pull back, hold on this resistance level here, support and resistance, and see a nice move to the upside, retesting this high right here. And if it breaks above this high right here, you'll probably see a nice move to the upside on sheet. So I don't know the price, 0.0000157, whatever that price says, but if it breaks above that high, especially with that being the resistance of the bump and go, yeah, maybe even another level to look at is this 2017 level for confirmation. But if it gets above this level here, we'll go ahead and mark it. You can see a nice move on sheet. Alright, so let's see. WFC. Alright, I'll check out Doge. I'm gonna check out Doge real quick, and I'm gonna check out this Wells Fargo. That's something I have. Yo, Wells Fargo. Yo, that joint's crashing, bro. Yo, let me. Hold on, I got this. Hold on. What is it? Is that the ticker for it? Yeah, bro. No way, they're up right now. What? Yo, to be real with you, that might be a buy, yo. I mean, so look at your risk to reward on this. Look to your risk. Yo, this is a fucking buy, dog. No fucking way, yo. Yeah, man. Yo, not financial advice. You guys did not hear me say that live. You guys did not hear me say that live, bro. Look, alright, so here's a major support resistance right here, which you're coming up to test. If you break above that 39, you're going to see a nice pop to the upside. We have the MACD bearish right now, but it's looking like the bullishness is coming into effect. This is on the weekly time frame. Let's go ahead and zoom into the daily time frame, see what it's telling us. Yeah, so bullish MACD on the daily time frame. Also, this double bottom type setup right here. This double bottom type setup off this support. So we held major support resistance. It's at a low, and if you look at your risk to reward, so that's basically how much lower could it go till it reaches the bottom resistance, or how much higher could it go till it reaches the top. And you can see you are much closer to the bottom than the top. So your risk to reward is, you know, levered to the upside. So yeah, that could be, you know, a potential play. Real shit. Another one I'm looking at, guys, personally, me, myself, is Apple. Apple stock. Let me go ahead and check out Doge. Check out Doge. Check out Doge. Alright, so here's what I'm looking at on Doge. Doge had this nice pop to the upside here. Again, once the crypto bull run, like I explained for Shiba Inu, all of these things will absolutely take off. Major support and resistance here for Doge. It's kind of forming a cup and handle too right here. So look, if you look right here to be your cup, right here's your handle. So look, if you get above 10 cents on Doge, Doge is going to pop. It will go probably straight to almost 15, 12. Doge will probably, once it breaks this 10 cent resistance, will probably go straight to 12 and then straight to 15. So it's kind of forming a cup and handle, as you guys can see right there. I'll go ahead and I already have one pulled up. Cup and handle, so your support resistance for your breakout would be 10 cents. So once it breaks above 10 cents, retest 10 cents, and goes above 10 cents, you guys will see a nice move to the upside. So again, cup has to break above 10 cents, retest 10 cents, and then you'll see a nice move to the upside on Doge. Also, you guys got daily MACD. Let's see if it's flashing any buy signals. So we're going to go ahead and put on the super trend. Also, it's in an uptrend right now. It's accumulating in an uptrend, bullish. And I'm sure you guys have buy signals on the 4-hour and the daily. Go ahead and check. Let's see. Yeah, so buy signal on the 4-hour, buy signal on the daily time frame, which correlates with these moves to the upside, as you guys can see on the chart. What other ticker you guys got for me? PXMD. So Doge, in my personal opinion, forming a cup and handle. If it breaks this 10 cent level, you'll see a nice pop to the upside. And again, once the crypto bull run starts, which I do think it is in the first couple of phases of it, you guys will see significant gains in the altcoins. If we look at the altcoin market, crypto, I think it's crypto bubbles. Yeah, right there. If you look at the altcoin market, you're seeing coins already make like 15 to 20% moves on the daily. So this is cryptobubble.com. It shows you the overall crypto market, the biggest gainers for the day, the week, the year, whatever the case may be. And as you guys can see, like 10% to 14% is nothing for these crypto coins. And look on the month, we got 101% on IMG, FTT. Do not go to FTT token. There's some bullcrap with FTX coming back. Do not put your money in FTX. XRD up 100%, KS up 150%, XDC up 39%. So yeah, ETH up 22%, XRP up 39%, ADA up. I love ADA. ADA up 24%, XLM up 21%. So yeah, this is for the month. As you guys can see, massive gains in the altcoin market. I hold ADA, I hold XLM, LRC. Alright, so what's the other? I don't know where you can buy XRP. I would personally hold XRP. I would hold XRP, but I don't know. I tried to buy it. You gotta go to like these risky ass exchanges and whatnot, and I'm not about that. You can get it on like probably like Bybit or something like that. You can't buy it on Coin. So like if you can't buy it on Coinbase, I don't buy it. I buy my coins from Coinbase and then I get them off exchange immediately. Never ever leave your coins on the exchange. I put them in my own personal wallet. I also have a cold storage wallet that is stored offline, so that's unhackable. It's a USB drive where you store your keys, and if it's not your keys, not your coins, I'm a big proponent of that. Do not leave your keys on exchange. Let's go ahead and look at that stock PXMD. Alright, so we have a request for PXMD. We're going to do the technical analysis live on PXMD. So let's see what we're looking at for PXMD. Alright, so again, first thing you want to look at is your risk to reward. How close are you to the 52-week lows, and how high are you to the 52-week highs? So as you guys can see, you're much closer to the lows than the highs, which is bullish for your risk to reward, which means you have little risk to the downside, but much more reward to the upside. So that's the first thing that I see, that this does have a good risk to reward. Now, also another technical pattern that I'm seeing off the bat is a falling wedge. Okay, so this is a bullish continuation pattern for this move to the upside that you guys are seeing here on this stock. So I'm just doing this now, just doing this live right now for you guys. Let's go ahead and get another trend line. So a falling wedge is a bullish continuation pattern, bullish to the upside, telling us that this, and it's breaking out of it right now. So again, I just went over this. You want to make sure that you see the retest of the falling wedge. You always need to see the pullback to retest that upper trend line, that upper sloping down, the upper down sloping trend line. You want to retest that, and then you pop to the upside. So let's go ahead and go back to the charts and see what we're looking at. You guys can see it's moving to the upside, consolidating in this falling wedge that I've seen. Now it is possibly retesting that wedge right now as we speak. As you guys can see, it's just now on the breakout, so it's probably going to come back for a retest and move to the upside. We also have the MACD flipping bullish on the 4-hour time frame, so that's telling you bullish momentum is coming in for the stock. And I do expect, and again, this is confirmation using technical analysis and indicators telling me that I have multiple things confluence, giving me multiple indications that this thing is going to go to the upside. Now, where do I want to look for support and resistance? So you want to look at support and resistance for possible breakout targets. So as you guys can see, we have a support and resistance here at 280. So I'm expecting it to go up to about 236 and 280. So break out of here, go to 236 after the retest, break to the upside, 236 and retest 280. If it can get above 280, this thing could go to about $4. Okay, so you want to look at your next local high. Your next local high was right here, so it could go to about $4 if it breaks this local high of 280. I just did that all for you guys live for free, absolutely. You know, that's just how I rock, bro. But hey, this is how, you know, this is how you can easily determine if a stock is a good buy. Our side is looking good, consolidating right here in the middle. So yeah, this, in my personal opinion, I don't know anything about the stock's fundamentals. I'd want to, you know, make sure that it has strong fundamentals, maybe a possible catalyst coming up in the future. But as far as a trade or a technical play, you know, this is possibly a trade right now. I'm not, you know, telling you guys to do that. Definitely don't do that. But I mean, if that's something you're looking at, yeah, you know, that'd be something I'm looking at, and that's the technical analysis what I'm looking at for that on the short to mid term on this stock. Let's just go ahead and check out the weekly time frame real quick. Oh, this thing just started. So that's one thing. It's an IPO. This is weekly. You know what? So yeah, you are still close to the bottom, and you're having this rounded bottom. So yeah, this thing's gonna see. Look at this rounded bottom. You're trending up. Look at this. Yeah, you're probably gonna come up to this $4 retest. If it breaks above $4, though, it could move. If it breaks above $4, this stock could probably move. All right, you guys have any other stocks for you guys? Any other stocks? Is Uphold. I don't know what Uphold is. Is that like an exchange? All right, let's go to the trades pattern, and we are going to be coming probably down to this. Oh. We good? We good? Sorry, I think I had a little bit of a technical glitch. Alright guys, so yeah, as I was saying, the bars pattern is playing out in real time. As you guys can see, it is calling for the top of this run. And again, this is actually a good thing, that if AMC comes down to this 474, 460 range, and then gets the bounce and consolidates here above 480, this is basically confirmation that this is happening, when we are days away from this actually happening. So guys, look, this is actually playing out live on stream. Bars pattern playing out candle for candle. I pulled this from the 2020 run up. Again, this is multiple confirmations telling us that we are on the right path, that a squeeze is happening. We have bars pattern playing out. We have the fundamental analysis playing out. We have the fundamentals of the company itself improving. We have the data telling us that it is coming, and we have the technical analysis telling us a major move is coming for these stocks. Multiple things give us confluence, and that is how you make accurate predictions. Alright, so this is what we're looking at for the wedge. Again, it's playing out perfectly, guys. This is all on track. This is exactly what we expected. This is exactly what I called for in my video. Will AMC run before XRP? So the XRP, so you got people like Bitboy Crypto and whatnot. They're saying XRP is about to run. Yeah, they're saying XRP is about to run. Me personally, I don't know enough about the lawsuit to make a sound judgment on it, but I do know that it seems like the lawsuit's coming to an end. But I don't want to just blurt stuff out on live. But I do know that the lawsuit's coming to an end. In my personal opinion, there's basically, if you look at the court schedule, so the schedule for the SEC, there's not much left to do. So basically, there has to be a settlement or it has to end. And once that happens, XRP will take off. But the thing is, like, there's nowhere to buy XRP. Where do you buy XRP? You know, like, so that's the problem with XRP. Yeah, Bitboy has been saying that for years. I mean, but XRP, but there's this thing going on with XRP. Like, XRP is like in with the banks heavy. Like, I don't know how much you guys are about cryptocurrency or not, but XRP is like in with these banks. And it's supposed to be like the institutional crypto. So they might have some kind of crazy play coming up. And I don't know, there's all these rumors, they're just rumors or whatnot, but about XRP going to like these crazy numbers. So, I mean, and if you look at the fundamentals behind it, so let's say XRP gets listed on Coinbase and coins have gone up 20 to 50% just being listed on Coinbase. So let's say XRP gets listed everywhere. XRP is already known. Like, if XRP goes in the market on Coinbase, I'm buying XRP. I know a bunch of people that are going to buy XRP. So it would absolutely take off if that lawsuit goes through. Alright guys, we're watching the fractal play out in real time. They say CBDC. So central bank digital currencies, I'm glad someone said about that. So central bank digital currencies, I don't know if you guys heard about Fed Now. Fed Now is legitimate the first step to a CBDC. So central bank digital currencies are coming. And I don't know if you guys know about that or believe in whatever, but basically the fact is, whether you want to believe it or not, they will be able to digitally control and program the money. So now when they give out a stimulus check, now my stream's gonna get cut off. I better shut up. But now when they give out a stimulus check and if they have CBDCs, what they can do is say, instead of letting people put it in the market, because they don't want people to put it in the market, they wanted people to spend the money and go to the big companies. That's why they shut down all of the companies, because in all the mom and pop stores, and said, you have to shop at Target, you have to shop at Walmart, and we're going to give you money to do it. So we're going to kill all the mom and pops and prop up the big companies, right? And funnel all the money back up to the top, because that's exactly what it did. But smart people like me and a couple other people I know took that money and invested it. Now, that's not what they wanted you to do. So, if you take that money and invest it, they could say, well, now we have CBDCs. You can only spend the money on this, this, and this, and now it's programmed in the money. And if you try to spend the money somewhere else, it won't work. And if you try to, we will know. And if you do something messed up, we're just going to turn your money off completely. And that sounds crazy, but that is what central bank digital currencies can do. Alright guys, so AMC playing out in real time, bars pattern playing out real time. You guys can see what it's calling for. Calling for the drop. Yeah, that's what it's for. It's for control. It is for 100% for control. They want to control us. They want to manipulate us, and central bank digital currencies is 100% full control. It is full control. Alright, so let's go ahead and zoom in the 5-minute chart on AMC. 5-minute chart on AMC. Go ahead and get rid of this bull pennant. They are just shorting us to oblivion right now. But this is exactly what we expected to see, guys. This is exactly what we expected to see. Again, this is not a bad thing. This is the fractal / bars pattern playing out as we predicted. So what's happening next? That 460, 480 level. 460 / 480 level will be in play. Let's go ahead and make sure confirmation that that is the level. Yes, we are looking at 462, 465, around that range. So let's go ahead and get a support and resistance at those levels and see. I think I have it at the 480 already. So let's go ahead and make sure we check where we're at. But I think I have it on the 480. Yeah, the 450. And let's do the 480. About the 483, 480, 488. Alright, so we will be coming down to this 480, 450 range, this range here. So where you guys see the candle playing out, or where you guys see the trend line arrow playing out, consolidate for a couple days and then take off. Is what the bars pattern is playing. So if we look on this chart, and we have the breakout right here. This is the macro downtrend. So this is the macro downtrend of the falling wedge we've been in. We had the breakout, the retest, break above it, consolidation, and then huge. And what's crazy about this is, so if you take the, it perfectly calls for the falling wedge breakout. Like this is the breakout of the falling wedge. So this is 100% happening. This is 100% happening. So if I were to draw the same trend line that I have on Webull, on my trading view chart, you guys would see that it's lining up with the downtrend to the move to the downside. So yeah, basically if I zoom out, you guys can see this is your downtrend. Then we have our breakout. Let's see what time it is, guys. I think I gotta do my daily update video on the market, so I will be getting off the stream. But before I do, I'm just gonna quickly leave you guys with what I think is gonna be happening. And I'm about to drop a video on everything I'm looking at on the markets. You guys pretty much got a good rundown on it with the live stream, so I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. I appreciate everyone who dropped rockets in the chat, everyone who pressed like, everyone who dropped a comment. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Seriously, it means a lot to me, and I do appreciate you coming out and hang by. Remember, you guys can check me out on the Discord as well. I go live there, talk about trades, much cleaner streams, much fresher streams. They stream a lot better. Everything's set up on the Discord, so I talk about trading all day long, and I have other people there that add value to the Discord, bringing information to you guys. So guys, definitely check that out. If you find AMC, day trading, stocks, cryptocurrency, all of that stuff interesting. So yeah, as you guys can see, look, so we have this downtrend, and this is the breakout. This is the breakout of the falling wedge. Like, this is happening. So we have this falling wedge, and then we have a massive move coming. So we consolidate in this falling wedge, and now this bar pattern is predicting a massive move, as you guys can see, right at the tip of the falling wedge, and it's taking us to all-time highs, which I've shown you guys. When you take the low to the high, it gives you your breakout target, which takes us to around all-time highs. And if we go ahead and put on this pattern, as you guys can see, that's exactly where this bar pattern is taking out. So when you take the breakout of the falling wedge, take the low to high, And if I draw that trend line right here, yeah, look, it's the breakout. It's the breakout. Yeah, this is the breakout of the falling wedge, confirming that we're about to go to all-time highs, dude. So you guys can take it for what you want. Yeah, you guys can take it for what you want, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. And I've done it 100 times on the videos where you take the low to the high and then move that over, and that will give you take your low to the high and move that over, and that gives you your breakout target. So all of this is confirming on the weekly time frame. Also, AMC Bollinger Bands, again, constricting, getting very, very tight. And we have green weekly MACD. The last time all of these things lined up, we had a massive move to the upside. So I think all of these things are aligning. Plus, we have higher short interest than we had when we ran up to the all-time high. So we have higher short interest. We have cost of borrow skyrocketing. We're back on the threshold security list. We have all the spotlight, all the noise on AMC. And now we have this bar pattern playing out candle for candle as we speak, telling us that a massive move is coming for AMC. You guys seen this all live. This is playing out 100% candle for candle. This is playing out, been playing out for several days now, and as you guys can see, it's fulfilling right now, telling us we're going to go to the downside, consolidate, and have this massive move to the upside. This is happening whether you want to believe it or not, and as you guys can see, that is the breakout of the falling wedge. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. I'm about to do my daily update and check out everything. I checked out a couple of tickers for you guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys stopping by, but you guys got to see everything first before it actually happened, before it dropped. What I'm looking at on all the meme stocks, why I think they are all about to run, why I think all of this is happening, and all of the data and providing confirmation and confluence that this is 100% gonna go down. So again, take it for a grain of salt, but this is what I am looking at for AMC stock. And remember, I pulled this run up from the 2020 or from the 2020 run up. So that means after this move, we're gonna consolidate above the 20, the 17 to $20 level. We're gonna go above that and make another rip to the upside. We're gonna have the rip, the all-time high rip. So, I mean, big things coming for AMC in my personal opinion. But I appreciate every one of you guys stopping by. Remember, yes, the reverse split. The reverse split is will kill it. But listen, the reverse split ain't coming. The reverse split ain't happening because, in my personal opinion, because even if it got approved, now they would have to go back to the drawing board because there's already been too much complications that they can't just go through with it. They can't just get approval from the court and be like, okay, they're going to have to at least do the vote again. At the very minimum, they're going to at least have to do the vote again. And the longer this drags on, the more time we get, the more... See, they wanted it pushed through quickly because the hedge funds are... let me explain this real quick. So they wanted this thing pushed through quickly. That's why they rushed to push it through with the settlement, because they're losing control and they're losing time. So the fact that they are losing control and they are losing time means they needed that thing to happen now. So the longer it takes and the more it gets delayed, the more time we have for this to happen. This is only a few days away. Once we get news about that reverse split, it could be the trigger for all this. And of course, I always say, you show me the charts, I'll show you the news. We're probably going to get a denial, and it's probably going to trigger this movement that we're seeing here. So that's what I'm thinking. In my personal opinion, I'm not for the reverse split. In my personal opinion, you guys can have your own beliefs. I'm all for open discussion on my channel. I'm all for everyone free thinking. I'm all about that and having your own opinions. But my personal opinion is that the reverse split is bad for the MOAS. Now, the APE to AMC conversion could be good for the MOAS because it helps raise capital and it could help make some shorts in APE cover. But the reverse split itself is absolute trap for retail. Yeah, but the share count, if they count that, the deep, they're all corrupt. The deep, they're all corrupt. We just need this. This is what we need. We have the breakout of the fallen wedge. Look how perfect this looks. This is beautiful. This is it, guys. This is it. This is... this is it. Let's get this perfect. Let's get this perfect before I put this out on the video. That's how I have it on. And that shows the breakout now, and this shows the final. Look at this. Look at this. So this shows on TradingView here, if I moved it up just a little bit to match this last peak, it would kind of show a breakout and a retest and then a launch. But even if I bring it down to this peak that we have, this current peak, so this last peak that we had, it shows the breakout and the, wait, where have I have it? I think I had it on Webull. I have it like this, I think. But it's amazing how it shows the breakout and then the retest and the launch. So that's from, if I line it up from this peak, I don't like to cut through price action. So let's line it up for this peak here. And that has more touch points. That, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3 touch points. And then look, it shows the breakout and then the retest perfectly. And look how this fractal perfectly aligns with the support and resistance that we actually have. So we actually have these crucial support and resistance levels. Look. So yeah, this is perfect. And then if we go to the AMC on this time frame on the Webull chart, go ahead and put on the Bollinger Bands. I could put them on the TradingView chart, but put on the Bollinger Band. Yeah, my connection is getting a little laggy, so I'm getting on. But yeah, as you guys can see, the Bollinger Bands getting very, very tight, constricting, and green weekly MACD. Last time we had that lineup, green weekly MACD, Bollinger Bands constrict. We have these two movements here, and what's happening right now, Bollinger Bands constricting, green weekly MACD, breakout of the falling wedge, breakout of the falling wedge. And then also another thing which is peculiar, when you take the high to the low, it puts us at around all-time high. So when you take the high to the low for the breakout target and move it over, it takes us to exactly about this range. So multiple factors showing us that this is happening again. Multiple things showing confluence that this is happening. Alright, so look at that. Perfect. Perfect play on the support and resistance. And on the 4-hour time frame is a little bit different. Yeah, we're going to come down to the peak. The last peak. And that should be perfect. And it perfectly aligns with this full pennant breakout on the micro scale. Alright guys, so yes, that is what I'm looking at, and again, like I said, all of the meme stocks are setting up for a nice move. APE also on the daily time frame has this beautiful cup and handle that Lady Nora pointed out live on stream. So we also have the uptrend that I identified, and we have the MACD or the MACD bullish, and we have APE consolidating in an uptrend, and we have Bollinger Bands getting tight, telling me that a move is coming to the upside on APE. We have the fractal playing out in real time. Again, AMC is projected to drop down to 480, about 460. GME is setting up for a nice move as well. It's in a huge macro falling wedge, so that's going to see a nice pop to the upside as well. In my personal opinion, it is working on that. So all of the meme stocks are set up. Again, this is more confluence, more confirmation that this is actually happening, that the real MOA is actually about to start, as crazy as it sounds. But we have this huge nasty falling wedge on GME. Bollinger Bands constricting, getting very, very tight, telling us volatility is coming. Green MACD and is flashing bullish signals on the daily and 4-hour time frame for super trend. So once GME breaks out and AMC breaks out, they're all going to run together, in my personal opinion. I think we're going to see AMC run, and this is all going to be happening in a couple of days. APE and GME run. APE's working on the breakout, AMC's working on the breakout, GME's working on the breakout. I think the SPY is going to be overall bullish and be pushing to the upside, as I guys showed you on my videos and on the live. Now, right now, we are seeing some pullback. Again, I said the DXY is pumping to the upside, so that's going to have some pullback on Bitcoin and risk stocks. But the S&P 500 is in a rising wedge with a median line, and as you guys can see, it's above the median line as of now. It could come down to these lower levels, but I'm expecting it to go up and then hit this 430 level, retest that 430 level. It's 4,330 on the S&P 500 and 430 on SPY. Retest that and then maybe get a bounce to the downside, or retest this even higher high at 450, 460 region, and then retest this low of 380 if it comes down to that low. But I'm expecting it to be in mostly of a uptrend. I'm expecting Bitcoin to be in an uptrend, basically bullish on Bitcoin. I'm thinking that this is the start of the crypto bull run. We could see some significant pullback, but right now Bitcoin is on an absolute tear. I think it's going to go to at least 31 to 32K before seeing any type of pullback. And I think this could go all the way to 50K up into the halving, then see some pullback, and then start to go up and towards 80 to 100K. In my personal opinion, I do think 80K Bitcoin is on the horizon in the next couple of years. 100K Bitcoin in the next couple of years was something we will certainly see. So that is basically everything I'm looking at. I'm about to do my update video for the day, so please make sure you check that out. Drop a like. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that stopped by, checked out, and hanging out with me on the YouTube. Make sure you check me out on Discord for even more clean streams and even more AMC updates. But guys, this is the stream. Hopefully you found it informative. I know I did. And if you did, go ahead and drop a like. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.